Among the indigenous Islamic Filipinos of southern Philippines, the Maranaos are widely regarded as the most colorful and artistic. In the village of Tugaya, in the province of Lanao del Sur in Mindanao, almost every household resonates with the sound and rhythm of art being made daily. Weavers, wood carvers, brass casters, repousse, furniture makers, all embellish raw materials with the sinuous undulation of Okil art. Out of this milieu emerged this intangible heritage. The Maranao tells stories and show other symbols. Equally elegant and precise, the chant shows just what it means to be Maranao and what it takes to live as a Maranao. This is the Darangen, the epic of Maranao, the people of the lake. It is a pre-Islamic form of oral literature with influences engendered through contacts with Southeast Asian culture. It contains the core culture of the Maranaos, how kings should rule their realms, the tracing of the ancestries of the people of Mindanao, and resolution of conflicts. And finally, the destruction of the mythical place of Bembaran when the people rejected Islam. Before the introduction of Islam, the Darangen was the source of wisdom that validated acts in the society. During the 14th century, the Maranao became Muslims and the Darangen began to be infused with Islamic traits. The Darangen was the primary source of wisdom and social values containing the Andang Samuna, or ways of the forefathers. The name derives from the Maranao word darang, to narrate, in the form of a song or a chant. Although variations exist among the different Maranao groups living around Lake Lanao, among the Maguindanao, and even the animist Manobo, the definitive Darangen is the epic chanted in Lanao del Sur. It is the epic of communities struggling to maintain peace and defend their territories from invaders. In the story of Bantugan, Maranao warriors are given lessons on the traditions that govern their class. And yet, there are lessons also on the other aspects of life. Lessons that spanned the full spectrum of Maranao tradition: life, death, traditional politics, courtship, love, aesthetics. Even the mythological source of Maranao art are expounded on. It was more than just a story, but a code of personhood for the Maranao. And in its exploration of the relationship between the earth kingdoms and the mythical sky world, the Darangen gave the Maranao a perspective of both the temporal and spiritual worlds, conflicting, amending, ultimately coexisting. To listen to the Darangen is to be hypnotized, entranced by the liquid flow of vowels and consonants of the classical Maranao court language. The available version is composed of 17 cycles in iambic tetrameter, or the catalectic trochaic tetrameter, all in all contained in some 72,000 lines, the longest of Philippine epics ever recorded. As literature, the Darangen can rightfully take its place among the epics of the world, sophisticated in its use of symbolism, imagery, metaphor and irony, personification and satire. The use of these devices accounts for the power of the epic to capture the listener's attention. Although an oral tradition, families preserve the Darangen in Kirim writing in notebooks, each one treated as an honored family heirloom. As performance, the Darangen is equally fascinating, performed by the honor, or classically trained singer, during festivities and occasions. It inevitably includes the dancing of the Sagayan, or war dance, the Singkil, the playing of the Kulintang, providing the audience with thought-provoking entertainment. To become a chanter of the Darangen, one must apprentice with an established honor. The period of training is called the Kasumbak. One learns the Darangen by rote, or Katutak Kitakik. As the apprenticeship progresses, the student is expected not merely to parrot the section and his teacher, but to establish his own style of chanting. A true artist of the Darangen must not only have an extensive memory, but a spontaneous command of elegant synonyms. Hesitancy, stammering, or repetition are embarrassing incidents that separate the true artist of the Darangen from the pretenders. Sadly, fewer and fewer young Maranao wish to achieve the status of honor. The gradual loss of interest will lead to the fading of the Darangen and the one element that continues to mark it as an important part of Maranao culture. The Darangen contains what the traditional Maranao call the Anona a Rawatan, that which is to be emulated, the height of propriety and correctness. The Islamization of the Maranao has inhibited the promotion, preservation and chanting of the Darangen because there is a regard that anything pre-Islamic as the Darangen is not desirable, especially since the epic depicts the rejection of Islam by the mythical people in the chant, which led to the destruction of Bembaran. These and other social factors are contributing to the decline of the chant and its obvious path to oblivion unless measures are taken to revive it. The Philippine government, through its cultural arm, the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, has identified several strategies for the development, promotion, and preservation of this important cultural heritage. First is to galvanize the provincial and other local governments and the Department of Education in supporting the program. The NCCA also proposes the establishment of a local organization composed of known Maranao cultural personalities and workers to oversee a program of preservation and enhance its importance in the value system of the society. The NCCA, together with the Department of Education, will work to institutionalize the teaching of the epic in the school curriculum, especially in the elementary level. More than a chant, the Darangen teaches the Maranao how to be, what to treasure, what to strive for in a fast-changing world. It teaches that only through peace, through negotiation, through good behavior, tact, and mutual respect can any true government and lasting wisdom come. That alone is an accomplishment of epic proportions for a generation of Maranao, hopefully for the children of tomorrow.
nung kabeseing umakaat no na bakapangungu yawi sakala may gana kay kawaling kasulamin dapat na malangan sotigu aw mangudali nimbuan na napelagi inding Maranao para